Many of you have probably been on the Silver Comet Trail, and the most thing you think when you go there is to ride your bike. You can ride your bike forever, and you can go and get some exercise in and walk and skate, do whatever you got to do to move. But you know, all that, and you start to not appreciate the beauty that's actually naturally on the trail. So I've taken my dolls and I've highlighted this beauty, the things that I see. So, you know, put down your phone and look up. Just look around. For some reason in miniature, you know, dolls are the imitations of life. So they can literally show you, lead you to places. So the first wonder I called Butterfly Cove. And this was an abandoned shack that is on the trail, and nature has weathered it down and grown its ivory on it. And so to highlight it, or so people can look at it and notice it, I added these dead leaf butterflies. I chose this butterfly in particular because they're hidden just like this. You wouldn't expect it from leaves, but then you look closer and they're butterflies. The next wonder is Concerto Piano Forest. This area, for some reason, just looked like a concert hall to me. The light comes down like a spotlight, and it's just everything for a moment. It's just something amazing to see. And I put this piano there in representation of the sound that nature makes on its own. It's music. It's beautiful. And it's just something that's worthwhile to hear. I think I got my point across, though. While we were filming this, several people stopped to look at what we were doing, and I guess people didn't realize how beautiful this spot was until I placed this piano there, which I thought it was pretty funny. The third wonder is the Dead Leaf Cemetery. Every time I'm walking on this trail and I see this area, it looks like the opening to a cemetery. And this is just a way of bringing others into my imagination and also highlighting the dead leaves. I always pick up the dead leaves on the ground when I'm walking. I see something, and if I particularly like the leaf, I hold on to it and then I press it into my sketchbook. But this time I made a cemetery for it, a little tiny cemetery, just so we can appreciate nature doing what it's doing, you know, shedding those leaves and repeating the cycle so we can have summer and spring again. Spring, basically. Spring comes first, right? The fourth wonder is probably my favorite. For some reason, this tunnel to me just looks so creepy. It looks like something scary or something imaginative. Something's going down. So I named this the Dark Black Market, and I put a sketchy character on the trail. And so many people stopped to look at this. They're like, "Oh, it's so spooky," and I just really wanted to highlight this part of the trail. The nature has taken it and darkened it with its leaves and given us the perfect ambience.
Roses, acorns for sale. Would you like to buy an acorn?
No, not about that life. The fifth wonder was supposed to be the kudzu ruins, but this was really hard to film in a day, so we ended up changing our plans, and we named it the Slithering Beast Castle's Ruins. I found this amazing rock that's been eroded and been weathered down again by nature, and this really strange branch that looks like a snake just coming out. So to get people to notice it, I posted these ruins here, and I post my doll here. You can see she's enjoying the adventure that she's on, that she's showing you guys. And you can see it looks like a snake, and this is just a branch that's just been out here chilling. It's still alive, and look how beautiful this is. And I would have never noticed it. No one would have never noticed it if you weren't just, looking around, looking up, indulge in what's out there. The sixth wonder, similar to the first wonder, we had to improvise. But I found these wildflowers growing in the middle of autumn, and I took the original wonder was supposed to be a bridge, and I installed a swing from that bridge to highlight these flowers, and I call it the flower swing. And it's just amazing. Look at the leaves. They make these beautiful heart shapes, and look at the flowers just slowly still here. They're alive. It's a blessing. For the last wonder, I chose this area in the mid-afternoon. This field for me looks like a vast ocean because my imagination is really crazy. And I built this sea glass wall, and I recycled it actually from these ruins because the light hit it just perfectly, and it reflected onto this sunken ship. And I put moss to look like coral and floral fake flowers there, just to give it some more contrast. I really hope that the next time you find yourself on the Silver Comet Trail, that you'll really look and find out what there is to see. Get off your phone, get off your bike, look around, and look at what all the beauty that's just surrounded by us, like naturally. Love my work. Are you liking this? Did you ever subscribe? Did you thumbs up? I heard you subscribed. Is it true? Are you a patron? If not, please donate too. And you say hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. I subscribed, alright. You say hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. I subscribed, alright.